I killed my own mother. Those were the first words this Nigerian woman said to me when we first met. For a moment, I thought I had misunderstood her completely. This woman, she never attacked her mother. She never planned for anyone to die. Yet, more than 10 years later, my people, she still believed she was responsible for her mother's death. Her only crime in this situation, according to her, was that she returned home from Italy after spending more than 12 years abroad. This is one of the saddest diaspora stories I have ever heard in my life. Welcome back to African Black Gold TV. Today, I'll tell you why one holiday in Nigeria changed this woman's life forever, and why every Nigerian living abroad should watch this documentary before traveling home. And if you have the opportunity, please share it to other people who are not on this platform right now, because this might save their life. Susie wasn't born in Italy, not at all. Like many Nigerians like you, like I, Susie traveled there in search for a better life. The beginning wasn't easy at all because no document, nothing. For years, she lived without legal documents. She lived in limbo. She lived in lefu, doing different types of jobs just to survive and to put food in her mouth. She couldn't even return home because she knew leaving Italy could mean losing every chance of building a future there. So, while life moved on in Nigeria, she remained abroad. During those difficult years, her father even passed away. But Auntie Susie cannot go home because she doesn't have documents. Instead of her to attend the burial, Auntie Susie did everything on Skype. That pain alone stayed with her for a very long time. Then, after more than a decade, everything finally changed. Italy introduced an immigration regularization program, and Auntie Susie was among of those people who obtained legal documents through what they call pardon those years. If you remember that period for Italy, where they share paper for everybody. For the first time in years, she could finally travel home to Nigeria without fear, because she believed going home now with the document, at least she can come back. She believed that the hardest part of her journey into Obodoyinbo was over. She had no idea that another tragedy was waiting for her in Nigeria. Follow me to the end of this story and then you understand what I'm trying to say. While our sister was living in Italy, she had one dream. She wanted to build her own house for herself in Nigeria. In fact, she wanted to put it in Lagos there because most of her friends that build house, they build it in the village. So every single month she sent money home. Her mother supervised the project together with the help of one of her trusted relatives. After years of sacrifice in Obodoyinbo sending money home, the house was finally completed in one of the well-known estates in Lagos. When everything was ready, Susie bought herself a ticket. She wanted to see the eye koro before story would enter. That would be the first time that she visit home in more than 12 years. Her mother left the village and came straight to Lagos to welcome her daughter. Brother, sister, relatives also gathered together to spend time with Auntie Susie in her new house. It was a happy reunion for everybody, and everyone believed the difficult years were finally behind them in that family. But during that holiday, guess what happened? Susie made one big mistake. That big mistake, she will never forgive herself for the rest of her life. After 12 good years away from Nigeria, Susie wanted to enjoy every moment. So, Susie now, drove herself in a car. Instead of her to get a driver, no, Susie drove herself in a black RAV4 SUV. And again, she now put on these expensive jewelries, gold, bling, 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 bling. That jewelry now became part of her daily outfit in that estate. And whenever she returned home, loud music, bang, 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 will announce her arriving right from the gates. Friends, they will visit her at home. Parties in her home. Anytime any foreign cars enter like this with foreign plate number, it's Auntie Susie that they are looking for. But Auntie, she never imagined that while this was going on, while she was enjoying herself, that someone else might be paying more close attention to her movement. That was the mistake she would never also forget in her life. One evening, Susie attended an event in Victoria Island in Lagos, leaving her mother and the few family members back home in her own house. Later that night, armed robbers, they forced their way into the house through the back balcony. The first question they asked when they got in was not even about the family. They kept asking, where is the woman who just came back from abroad? That was the question that they were asking everybody in that house that night or that morning. When they couldn't find her, they demanded the jewelry. They demanded foreign currency and anything valuable that came all the way from Odoimbo, because they believed that she had brought a lot of money and a lot of jewelry from Italy. What happened next over the next few minutes changed Susie's life forever. Susie's mother tried to explain to them and beg them that her daughter wasn't at home. The robbers searched every single room in that house. They were convinced that the money and jewelry were hidden somewhere inside the house, and the mother knew where all those things were kept. As the situation now became more tense inside that flat that day, Susie's mother was shot, while the rest siblings, they used clothes to tie their hand and their mouths. Neighbors heard about the shot and they heard about everything, but the armed robber, they disappeared immediately. Now the rebels, they rushed in there. They took the mom straight on the way to the hospital, but they need to open like 4 gates before they could get to the main road there. But this our sister Susie's mom gave up. She couldn't make it. By the time Susie returned home, the only place she could see her mother again was at the mortuary. That was the moment everything changed. When I now asked Susie what hurt her the most, she didn't blame the robber first. She looked at me and said, "Bros, I killed my own mother." I was shocked. I was surprised. She explained further that if she had stayed low-key, if she hadn't attracted so much attention after returning from Italy, perhaps those men would never have targeted her mother. Whether that is true or not, she has carried the guilt ever since. Even today, she still believes one holiday home caused her the person she loved the most in her life. After the burial, because Auntie Susie need to bury her mom instead of going to Italy and come back again, Susie couldn't bring herself back into the house in Lagos because every room there reminded her of that night. Instead of enjoying the dream she had spent years of building, she decided to sell that property in Lagos. She left Lagos and started again in her home state. The new house wasn't as big as what she had in Lagos, but she said one thing matters more than anything else, and that is peace of mind. Susie's story isn't a warning against coming home. It is a reminder to come home wisely. You don't need to announce your arrival to everyone. Please avoid unnecessary attention when coming home. Keep all expensive jewelries to a minimum level when you're coming, on your way coming, or even when you're in Nigeria. And be careful who knows where you live, when you arrive, and how long you're going to stay. Sometimes staying low key is one of the best ways to protect yourself and the people around you. If you've been abroad for many years, people will naturally be happy to see you. While you're in Nigeria, please celebrate with your family, but don't let excitement replace caution. Not everyone asking questions has good intention. You don't have to prove to anyone that you've made it from Odoibo. Sometimes, the safest return home is the one that attracts the least attention. What feels normal to you may be enough for someone else to start watching you. Kuro kuro. Before I and Auntie Susie end the conversation, I asked her one final question. If you could go back and change one thing, what will it be? She didn't mention the house. She didn't mention the money. She simply said, I would have lived more quietly in Nigeria. Today, she has accepted that nothing can bring her mother back, but she hopes her story will stop someone else from making the same mistake that she made. What do you think? Huh? Do you believe Susie is being too hard on herself? Or do you understand why she still say, I killed my own mother after all these years? For Nigerians living abroad, this story isn't about living in fear. It's about traveling home with wisdom. Celebrate with your family. Enjoy your success, but don't let unnecessary attention put you or the people you love at risk. If today's documentary taught you something, please support African Black Gold TV by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, at the same time turning on the notification bell. If you have a true diaspora story that you'd like to share with us, send it to us on our WhatsApp right on your screen. At the same time, our link is also in the description down here. Thank you for watching. God bless you guys. I'm going to see you guys in the next documentary. Bye for now.